The nation's strength, while the nation's future. Let's rise with the spirit of success.
In line with the government's development program to uplift the nation, People's Bank introduces the Business Power Loan Scheme to empower small and medium enterprises. Visit your nearest People's Bank for more details.
Let's rise with the spirit of success.
In a few moments, the news.
People's Bank introduces the Business Power Loan Scheme to empower small and medium enterprises.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(8:45). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarachian, read by Niranjan Abesundara. India has extended 600 million rupees for community development projects in Sri Lanka. 5 more COVID deaths in the country reported today, increasing the total count of deaths to 41. 305 more persons were tested positive for the virus today, bringing the total confirmed to 14,590. Bus fares amended with effect from midnight today. In world news, US top lawyer quits after Attorney General orders vote fraud inquiries. In sports news, Bangladesh's Test captain Monimul Haq tested positive for COVID-19. The government of India has extended a financial package worth 600 million rupees for community development projects in Sri Lanka. The relevant MOU was signed today. Secretary to the Ministry of Finance, S.R. Atigala, and Indian High Commissioner Gopal Bagli today at the Prime Minister Maithripala Paksa's official residence in Vijayarama Avenue in Colombo. The funds will be utilized for resettlement, vocational training, housing programs, and women empowering in the north. 5 more COVID patients have passed away. 4 of them are males and the other is a female. Director General of Health said that the deceased are residents of Rajagiriya, Colombo 10, Ragama and Udagampala areas. Accordingly, the number of COVID deaths in the country has increased to 41. Meanwhile, more COVID-19 positive cases have been identified in the country, and the total number of cases reported from the Minuwangan-Nepalagiri cluster reached 11,108. According to the Department of Government information, 305 more persons were tested positive for the virus today. The news says Sri Lanka has confirmed 14,590 novel coronavirus infections to date. Total number of coronavirus recoveries reported in the country crossed the 9,000 mark as 657 individuals who were diagnosed with COVID-19 were discharged from medical care after recovering from the virus. The new development brings the total number of coronavirus recoveries reported in the country to 9,537. 5,012 of them are still under medical care. In the global context, 551,047,005 persons have been reported positive, while 1,027,844 have succumbed to the virus. USA has 1,048,517 cases with 24 deaths reported. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
People's Bank introduces the Business Power Loan Scheme to empower small and medium enterprises.
State Minister Dillu Mohammed said that the bus fares will be amended. He said amended bus fares will come into effect from 12 midnight today. He further said decision was taken after considering difficulties faced by the bus owners and the public. Meanwhile, Minister Gamli Joge said that the Cabinet has agreed to provide relief to private bus owners. Central Bank of Sri Lanka, the CBSL, has issued a circular extending the debt moratorium for COVID-19 affected businesses and individuals. Accordingly, CBSL directs licensed commercial banks and licensed specialized banks to extend the debt moratorium for a further period of 6 months commencing from October 1st this year. And that ends local news for now.
Let's rise with the spirit of success.
In line with the government's development program to uplift the nation, People's Bank introduces the Business Power Loan Scheme to empower small and medium enterprises.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vedha Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
The Minister of Health says it has not taken a decision to change the current procedure of cremation of those who succumb to COVID-19. Health Ministry spokesman Dr. Jayaruwan Bandara said the current decision to cremate corpses of persons tested positive for COVID-19 was taken by the Director General of Health considering scientific and technical reasons, both related to the pandemic as well as the soil in Sri Lanka. He said a circular was issued in this regard. At this moment, there is no change in that decision. Meanwhile, he said Sri Lanka still has a chance to avert a major disaster if everyone follows safety precautions to avoid being infected. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchline, Kalathura Regional Health Service Director Dr. Uday Ratnayaka made a request to the Minister Rohita Abhigunawardene to provide the Kalathura Hospital with a PCR machine immediately since the number of COVID-19 positive persons on the rise in the district. A discussion was held recently at the Kalathura District Secretariat Auditorium to discuss shortcomings and related issues in the district COVID-19 controlling measures recently. Officials pointing out the PCR test reports have been delayed since there is a severe shortage of equipment at the Kalathura Nagar Hospital. State Minister Jayant Samaravira said those who tested positive for COVID-19 in the Kalathura area should be quarantined in the district without sending them for faraway hospitals. That came to you in Watchlight. On to world news. U.S. top lawyer quits after Attorney General orders vote fraud inquiries. China's Sinovac vaccine trial halted in Brazil. This year's Atlantic hurricane season has broken the record for the number of named storms. U.S. Attorney General William Barr has allowed prosecutors to probe alleged irregularities in the presidential election, prompting a senior Justice Department official to quit. The official, Richard Pilger, would have overseen such investigations. And in such cases, it would normally be the remit of individual states, but Mr. Barr said this was not a hard and fast rule. Donald Trump refuses to accept Joe Biden's projected victory and has made unsubstantiated fraud claims. The Brazilian clinical trial for a Chinese COVID-19 vaccine has been suspended after health authorities reported a severe adverse incident. Brazilian health regulator Anvisa said the incident took place on 29th of October but did not give further details. The coronavac vaccine developed by Chinese firm Sinovac Biotech is one of the several in final stage testing globally. Sinovac said it is confident in the safety of the vaccine. This year's Atlantic hurricane season has broken the record for the number of named storms, the U.S. National Hurricane Center says. Subtropical storm Theta in the northeast Atlantic is the 29th, breaking the previous record 28 set in 2005. Forecasters say another system is forming in the Caribbean, which could be named in the near future. Meteorologists say severe factors are behind the increasing number of tropical storms. And back to the headlines of the world news. U.S. top lawyer quits after Attorney General orders vote fraud inquiries. China's Sinovac vaccine trial halted in Brazil. This is Atlantic hurricane season has broken the record for the number of named storms. That was World News.
Development News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikang neve.
Construction work on the Lakhdalavi natural gas power plant is scheduled to begin at the end of this month. At present, about 35% of Sri Lanka's national power generation comes from diesel power plants, and the cost of production per unit is high at 30 rupees, and LNG power plants can reduce it to 15 rupees. The Ministry of Power and Energy aims to reduce the contribution of diesel generation to the national grid to 5% by 2025 and provide energy to the national economy by providing low-cost services to electricity consumers. That was Development News.
When Tati bought a new family car, it wasn't just for the four of us.
It's a 10-seater van. Enough for friends and relatives too.
Mummy insisted on building an extra room in our new house.
Well, you never know who'll come to stay. We need more pillows too.
When I was studying late, Nangi would come by to help.
No, I don't know physics, but I do know you need a Munchie Super Cream Cracker.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others.
When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves.
Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neveyi.
And on to sports news, Bangladesh's Test captain Monimul Haq tested positive for COVID-19 with mild symptoms. The news came just 2 days after Mohammadullah tested positive, which ruled him out of the appearing for the Multan Sultans in PSL playoff next week. Haq, meanwhile, said that he learnt about it today. His wife has also tested positive, and both have quarantined themselves at home. Well, that was sports news.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Fast food giant McDonald's announced it will introduce a line of plant-based meat alternatives called McPlant in 2021. McDonald's said it would offer plant-based burgers, chicken substitutes and breakfast sandwiches. McDonald's had tested out a plant-based burger in Canada with Beyond Meat, a producer of plant-based meat. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The wait is over, and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Economic news. Courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
ICR Sri Lanka rating agencies say that based on their predictive models, they expect Sri Lankan economy to contract by 8.2 to 10.9% in 2020. Reports say that third quarter 2020 was shaping up to be the turning point from the depths of economic contraction, but the fast escalation of second wave of corona infections throughout the island towards the tail end of the quarter quickly dimmed the hopes for continued recovery. That was economic news.
Hello, Buddha. Did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry. Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
On to the weather. Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at times in northern, eastern, north central and northwestern provinces. Heavy showers about 100 millimeters can be expected in some places in the northern, north central, northwestern, western, Sabaragama, southern and central provinces. That was the weather report. And on to the headlines once again. India has extended 600 million rupees for community development projects in Sri Lanka. 5 more COVID deaths in the country reported today, increasing the total count of deaths to 41. 305 more persons tested positive for the virus today, bringing the total confirmed to 14,590. Bus fares amended in effect from midnight today. In world news, US top lawyer quits after Attorney General orders vote fraud inquiries. In sports news, Bangladesh's captain Monimul Haq tested positive for COVID-19.